ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमो ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंदा। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. Today we are going to discuss on Japa Vidhi. How to chant proper Japa, and this art of and this cult of chanting Japa has been introduced by this cult of chanting has been introduced by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is the merciful incarnation of the Supreme Lord himself in this age of Kali. And he incarnated along with the other four Panchatatvas. So these five together are called Panchatattva, and they help to propagate the chanting of the Lord's holy name all over the world. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Kripam Buddhi, and he is very merciful as he has given everybody this chance to chant the holy name. Sanatan Goswami has written Hari Bhakti Vilas on the order of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and in this Hari Bhakti Vilas only he has given a lot of regulations and rules on how to chant, and the least qualification of people on chanting, they get the highest power. We are least qualified in this age of Kali to understand the holy name of understand the Lord and chant his holy names. But upon chanting his holy names, they get the we get the highest power, and we must worship the Lord before we start chanting the holy name, or rather we must have rendered some service in the altar before starting to chant the holy name of the Lord. And one should have full faith in the Lord, the spiritual master, and in the name of the Supreme Lord. Then only will he get perfection in this process of chanting. The spiritual master, the Lord, and the name of the Lord are same, and one should not make any distinction in this regard unless he wants to if he wants his own perfection. And Guru can be considered slightly different because he is in he sometimes may be in Dasya Rasa, but otherwise they are to be the same. And one more thing is that Sarva Mantra Shreshta Nama. Among all the mantras, the Shreshta or the best is the holy name of the Lord. For chanting, we must be clean, and we should serve Archa Vigraha. We should offer some service to the spiritual master. We should read scriptures and purify ourselves. We should serve cows, chant mantras for tilak, and also we can chant the Maha Mantra while taking bath. Mantras for the tilak are Keshavaya Namaha on the forehead, Narayana Namaha, Madhavaya Namaha, Govindaya Namaha, and so on in the remaining places. And we should be in Sattva Guna, and we should chant. If we do not follow these things, our attempts of chanting will be fruitless. Like, we will not get the ultimate perfection, which is of Krishna Prema. We will definitely get benefit, no doubt, but Krishna Prema, the thing we will not get if we do not chant by following these rules and regulations. We are following these rules and regulations, and we are removing the prohibited things out of our schedule of activities, so that we always remember and never forget Krishna. So we will also do the same thing in Golok Vrindavan, hence the training is starting from here itself. So we should also identify that we are Vaishnavas and we are different from others who are karmis, and hence we should chant properly every day, so that we make our path of going back to Godhead. And even if circumstances are not in our favor, we can still chant the holy name and pray to Lord Krishna, and he will make the things favorable for us. Kusha grass, one can chant sitting on kusha grass, which is an asana. And kusha grass is basically, it is a worshipable thing, because it is basically the hair of Varahadev, who is an incarnation of the Supreme Lord. When Varahadev moved his body during the fight with Hiranyaksha, at that time some hairs fell on Mother Earth, and these hairs started to grow. So they are the kusha grass that we see in the modern times. Asana is a thing that makes you happy and steady. So you should use it while chanting. Asana of white cloth is best for pious and peaceful activities. Asana of black cloth is good to overcome enemies such as Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya. These are the main 6 enemies or anarthas within our heart. The dimensions of the kusha grass are 2 feet in length and width and 3 inches in height. We are chanting on Tulsi beads because Vrinda Devi manages the services in Vrindavan, and only if Vrinda Devi accepts you or Tulsi Devi accepts you, you can go back to Vrindavan, Goloka Vrindavan, and hence you chant on Tulsi beads to please Tulsi Maharani more. Uttama Japamala, Madhyama Japamala, and Kanishta Japamala. These are the 3 Japamalas. Uttama Japamala has 108 beads. Madhyama Japamala has 54 beads, and Kanishta Japamala has 27 beads. One should wash the mala and the bag every day, and we must change it. We can keep 2 alternate mala and bag, and we can change it alternately. For alternate days. While chanting, the index finger should not touch the mantra, the mala, because we are using the index finger to point at people, and this index finger is a sign of our ego. Hence, it should not touch the mantra, mala. The beads must not be swung or jerked. We should not swing the beads or jerk it. We should use the thumb and the middle finger to proceed with the beads while chanting. Mala should not be placed on the floor, and it should not be touched with the left hand. Mala should be maintained in such a way that it should not be contaminated, and the mala, guru, and worshipable god, everything should be hidden, and mala should be kept at a purified, clean, and safe place from where it cannot be lost. We have to continue chanting regularly for a good length of time. For peace and prosperity, we are using the thumb and the index finger to chant. For destroying enemies, we are using the thumb and the little finger, and we are chanting. We as Gaudiya Vaishnavas are mainly chanting with the thumb and the middle finger, and we are proceeding with the beads. We should control the mind, be pure, silent, and we should not speak prajalpa. Silence means we should not speak prajalpa, and we should meditate on the meaning of the mantra, and we should be peaceful and eager to chant. These are the criteria to chant japa. It is mentioned that for personal benefit is japa, and for others benefit is kirtan, sankirtan. Japa is mainly where you chant inside your mind, and meditate inside on the meaning of the mantra, and we should chant secretly. Sankirtan is where you chant loudly so that other people can also hear. Ideal japa should be that the person sitting next to me should not hear my voice, and I should not hear that person's voice while chanting japa. One very important thing is that the mantra should be situated in the mind, and the mind should be situated in the mantra. This connection is the characteristic of ideal japa. And Srila Prabhupada gives a tip for chanting, and which is chant and hear attentively. So we should hear our voice, only we should hear our voice while chanting japa. And if it is difficult to keep the mantra in the mind and the mind in the mantra, we can meditate on the varieties of pastimes of Krishna and his devotees. We can meditate on the Nama, Rupa, Guna, Leela of the Lord while chanting. We should meditate on the meaning of the name. Or else we can meditate on Nama, Rupa, Guna, Leela. Soft muttering where other persons cannot hear and only you can hear is known as japa. And audible utterance where others can hear very clearly, that is known as kirtan. So this is the end of Japa Vidhi part 1, and we have to chant very attentively. This chanting only is the main process by which we can advance in Kali Yuga, and our doors of back to Godhead, of going back to Godhead, can open if we implement this chanting in our lives. So we should all chant the Maha Mantra Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. Jai Srila Prabhupada.